Today I made homemade pizza dough. I start with 2.5 cups of water that is about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast, stir and let bloom for 10 minutes. Then I add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Then I add 5 cups of bread flour and 1 tablespoon of salt. Then I take a spatula and mix it together to form a very rough and very wet dough. Then I start kneading the dough. I have my flour nearby to sprinkle some as necessary to keep the dough workable. I knead the dough for 5 minutes, then I take a little 5-minute break and I knead the dough again for another 5 minutes. That's after 5 minutes, and now I'm going to knead it again for another 5 minutes. This dough is very wet and shaggy. Don't be afraid to sprinkle a little flour as you go. Now I'm going to do what's called the window pane test, and as you can see, it stretches without tearing. That means it's kneaded enough. Then I form my dough into a ball and divide it in half equally. This recipe makes 4 13 to 16 inch pizza crusts, so I'm going to divide these halves into halves also. You can use a scale if you want to, but I'm just going to do it by feel. I'm going to take 4 bowls greased with extra virgin olive oil and roll the balls around in each one. Then I cover each bowl with plastic wrap and put them in the oven without the oven on for about an hour. Then I set the bowls on the counter for another 2 to 3 hours and then put them in the fridge. They last up to a week. And there you go, homemade pizza dough.